So guys, this is the GoPro Media Mod. This is compatible with models 9 through, I believe, the new 13. It works with all of them. Okay, so this review is going to be sort of telling you what a lot of the other reviews aren't really. This thing is far from perfect. It's kind of a bit of a compromise, but it's a necessary evil, because if you want to have improved quality with your GoPro, then this is pretty much the only way you can do it. So this is the standard Media Mod as it is. Okay, it comes with this sort of wind protector you can use for the built-in microphone. Okay, it's just got these buttons which simply help to press the buttons on the original GoPro. On the back here we have the HDMI port. I don't know why you'd use that. If you're plugging your GoPro straight into a large screen and subjecting people to your unedited footage, then you're some kind of sadist. It's got a USB-C port just for charging, and this is really the important one. This is the port for plugging in an external microphone. It's got a couple of sort of cold shoe mounting points for where you can mount a microphone. Okay, so I'm going to take it all the way from mounting it onto the GoPro and show you at various stages why it is a bit of a nuisance really. Okay, so here is a GoPro. This is the 11. Okay, they're all going to work in a similar way. You're going to have to open the battery door and just unclip that. Okay, so immediately this means your GoPro is no longer waterproof, and this whole Media Mod is a bit of a compromise really. Obviously the GoPro is inherently designed as an action camera, designed to be waterproof and so on and so forth, and that doesn't lend itself well just to plugging in an external mic. So this is kind of, they've engineered the Media Mod around the GoPro, I suppose, the best they can to kind of make it work. But so you take off the ports, you open the Media Mod. The whole thing's kind of flimsy until it's in the GoPro, so you know, certainly when not in use, be careful how you store it. Be easy to sort of crush it. And then you've got to line up the adapter there, so the GoPro's USB-C port slides into that, and then we close up the Media Mod like that. Okay, now straight away we can be using this microphone that's on the Media Mod. You're probably not going to be buying it for that reason. From all accounts, the improvement in audio quality isn't amazing. As I said, you do get the muffler there if you want to obviously cut out some of that wind noise. All right, so one of the first things we have to be aware of, we get the little the legs on the GoPro. We are now limited, because the pin that's going to connect your adapter will only fit in one side of that thing. So for example, let's take a typical GoPro mount, helmet mount or whatever. I would typically have it orientated like this, so that the you know, the squeezy bit is at the back on a sort of mounted on the front of the helmet, so it's kind of going downhill, a bit of gravity resistance. Now hey, that immediately isn't going to work because the pin will be on the wrong side. So this will happen with many GoPro mounts you try, but basically you're going to have to reverse it and have the sort of mount kind of back to front, so that the thing will go in like that. So I'm not going to tighten it up just for the purpose of this video, but then you would slide it into your mount thusly. Okay, so that may work fine with however you want to do it. Just bear that in mind. You are immediately limited to the way the attachment pin goes, because it's only got the groove on that one side. All right, so basically, as I said, this thing is a kind of compromise. The more accessories you add to this, the less this becomes an action cam, to be honest. It becomes a bit more fragile. But let's attach a mic and then we can see that in practice. So as I say, you've got cold shoe on the top and also on the side. I normally use a DJ mic when I'm actually using that to record this video, so I've just got this sort of fairly cheap and cheerful microphone here. Go on the cold shoe. Okay, like that. Okay, now the other thing, obviously you're going to have to pick a sort of kind of microphone that doesn't interfere with the actual field of view of the camera. So to be honest, this is a bad example. That would almost certainly be picked up by the GoPro. So that may be a limitation depending on what kind of microphone you're going to use. I normally put the receiver for the DJ mic on the top of that, so that's not usually a problem for me. But the DJ mic receiver and maybe any other receivers using immediately encroach over the record button, so you can kind of only just reach it, which is really annoying. It is, I say, it's a bit of a fudge. And then you're going to just plug a microphone lead in to your microphone or your receiver, and that's going to go into the port down there. Okay, and you are ready to go. So that's it in a nutshell. It is kind of just a necessary evil. If you want improved audio for your GoPro, this is basically the only way you can do it. So yeah, for that reason I would recommend it, and I do use it. As I said earlier, it's no longer really an action camera. I'm not going to be strapping this to my helmet anymore and snowboarding down a mountain, but it does become very useful for sort of, you know, vlogging and that kind of stuff. I'm sure GoPro gave this some thought, and this was really the best thing they could come up with for a cam that was inherently designed to be waterproof and not have external miking capabilities. So it is what it is. I don't know, you know, maybe you could have just got a replacement door with just a port that went through to the, because it's just this USB-C connector that goes into the housing. You could have maybe had something like that and just had an external mic there. That might have solved the problem and have been a lot less hassle. You might not have had the cold shoes and stuff, but you could have got an extra housing if you wanted to use it that way. So it is what it is. There is the GoPro Media Mod. So yeah, I would recommend it. I mean, it's a bit annoying as well. If you want better audio with your GoPro, you have to buy an accessory. You can't just do it as standard, but there you go. It is what it is. If you're going to get your media game, your audio game up to scratch, then go for it. Good luck.